Well, Michael Bennett's the chair of the District of Columbia's Board of Elections. He's joining us live from Washington, D.C. via Skype. Thank you very much indeed for giving us your time, sir. Given the circumstances in the United States, it would seem that not going to vote in person would kind of make sense. What are the objections to postal voting?
I'm not quite sure what the objections are, but in Washington for our June 2nd primary, we've encouraged all voters to request their absentee ballot by mail. It's called a no-excuse absentee ballot. And we've had, so far, almost 50,000 persons in the city have requested their ballots by mail, and we're mailing out ballots now. The election day itself is June 2nd, and we're also opening the polls early and allowing those polls to be open for persons who prefer the in-person voting to be open from May 22nd all the way to June 2nd.
We heard the president referring to election voting, postal voting, as, quote, cheaters. Is there any evidence that that the postal voting is more prevalent or more at risk from being cheated, being twisted or manipulated than opposed to votes that are made in person?
No. With the mail-in vote, every voter has a barcode, at least in the District of Columbia anyway. And so all the ballots are tracked from the time we send them out to the time that it gets to the voter and then back to the headquarters of the Board of Elections.
Why is it that across the United States that there isn't a national standard for the way that postal ballots should be held, and would that allow greater monitoring of those postal ballots?
Well, each voting is controlled by each state, and even within each state, the activities occur at the county level. Washington, D.C. happens to be different in that we really function as a state and a city, or a county if you look at a state situation. So we control it all. But voting is a state function in the United States.
How is it possible for organizations like yours to encourage more people to see the benefits of postal voting, particularly at this time?
Well, most people that we've said that we've been talking to, and all of the advertising that we've done, persons are very happy with it. Most of the feedback we've gotten is how easy it is, how convenient it is. Many people just don't want to go to the polls and stand in line. So we've been getting incredibly positive feedback with regard to mail-in voting.
Michael Bennett, we appreciate your thoughts. Thank you very much for joining us on Aljazeera.
Very happy to. Thanks so much.